Hey everyone, I'm back with another podcast. And for me, it honestly was one of those just average weeks where I didn't do much, where nothing too exciting happened. And that's honestly most of what weeks look like. So I thought I would give you guys three takeaways from an all right week that I had and what probably all of us have all the time. So, the first takeaway is that consistency is so much better than the highs and lows that you really can't control. So, what I mean is, every day you can stay consistent with what you are doing, and you don't really control what can happen with your week. So, if you're having a great week or whether you're having a bad week, the only thing you can really control is the process of what you do every single day. So, as long as you're staying consistent with your routine, with the habits you have, then the highs and lows are just going to come regardless. So, you just have to stick to what you know and what works best. So, consistency is key. The second thing is that reflection helps you reset. So, right now, I'm reflecting today on my week. Why was this week a little bit worse than the following week? Is that because of something I changed up with my routine? Was I not going harder in the gym? Did I not work as hard at work? There's something that I did that made me not as productive this past week. So you have to reflect and ask yourself those questions of what can you do better so that you don't have another off week. And then the last takeaway I have from my all right week is that this next week is a completely fresh start for me and for everyone who's watching this. So, when you do have those off weeks, you have a chance at making up for it this week. Just like how if you have a bad day, the very next day you can go and change your mindset, change your mood, change your habits, change what you eat, and you can make your next day 10 times better than the day before. And do the same with your weeks. Reflect on your weeks and then try to figure out what can I do this week so that next week or so that this following week I can just absolutely crush it and have one of those high weeks that I just crave. So, that's what I have for today's episode. If you learned something from this episode, I would just say that it's consistency over any type of perfection. Always just stay consistent with your routines and reflect on what went right and what went wrong. And always realize that you have a fresh start at the beginning of every day, at the beginning of every week, to go and make a difference in your life and in someone else's life. So, I hope you guys have a great week ahead of you, and I will see you next Sunday. See you guys.